G'day comrade subscribers. Do you remember the COMX-35? It's been a while, hasn't it? So the COMX and the COMIX, the COMX and the COMIX. So yeah, to 2022. So probably about maybe 2 years since I last had a fiddle with these ones. So this is the homebrew version. I thought I might try, they've come out with a high-speed direct connect adapter. So basically it's a serial port, so you can download software basically via serial rather than via the cassette interface. So they reckon because we can on the COMX we can switch between low and high speed. They reckon 9600 bits per second on low speed and 19.2 kilobits per second on high speed, downloading from a host computer. So to do that, first I need to add on the expansion interface, which I never did originally. So I got one of those. Fortunately, it does look like you can screw it down, but they haven't got any holes in here. So I reckon I could probably screw some in, drill some holes. So basically I just need to stick that onto there. And I've got some PCBs made up, pretty simple. A couple of diodes, a couple of resistors, and then one of those RS232 to TTL adapters, apparently. I think, so I've tried doing this before. I didn't get the edges beveled. I didn't get the edges beveled because that was a bit more. And but I think the PCB I chose maybe a little bit too thick. It's just a bit, it's hard to get in, but once it's in, it's hard to get out. So probably could have had a look. This is the connector that's in the BOM for the COMX, but maybe I could have had a look at using a thinner PCB. Doesn't matter, it does fit. So I'll stick that on there, make up the PCB. Maybe I might sand down the corners a bit, and then we'll see if we can, well, I better check to make sure it works first as well. I think last time I was using this, one of the RAM chips was getting really hot for some reason. It was still running, but because it uses two 32K RAM. I think one of them is basically the RAM in the computer, and the other one is the video RAM. It was getting quite hot for some reason. Not sure. Anyway, let's start building. Okay. So we've got the expansion connector soldered on, and we have the little board soldered up. So yeah, probably in case you're wondering what the COMX-35 is, it's a computer based on the 1802 RCA 1802, which is famous for being the first microprocessor to control a spacecraft. Second microprocessor in space, but the first one to control a spacecraft, I believe. Yeah, and it's uses CMOS rather than NMOS, which was being used at the time, so low power and all that sort of stuff. So I think we've got the 1802, one of these things, and then as usual we've got like support chips that come along with it. And then like I said, we've got the RAM for memory and RAM for video, and yeah, other bits and pieces. So anyway, this is part 9 video, so obviously I've gone through a lot of it. I'm not going to rehash all of that now. So the design is pretty simple. So this is it here. We're using the Q bit as output from the CPU. So Q will be when we want to save something via the serial port, and the EF4 bit will be the input to the CPU. So that'll be our coming from the host computer over the serial. And we'll need to upgrade the ROM as well. So I've got the original 1.0 and 1.3, so I might I might keep the 1.3, so I have 1.3 and 1.4. The way they implemented this is they modified the cassette saving commands, I think psave or whatever. So, there's the board. Like I said, I have kind of beveled the edge a bit. It does go in, but yeah, might there, like so. Yeah, some information on the bottom. Anyway, and I found a serial to, or USB to TTL cable or converter, so hopefully that works. Okay, but I want to try to make sure the machine still works in the first place, don't I? So let's clean this all up. Also, the COMIX does have the same port, but it's not been tested because it's not so easy to replace the ROM. I have removed the ROM, but it's the type of ROM, so technically you could implement it on this as well, but I've not had any luck replacing the ROM. So that's something I've been meaning to look at. But yeah, so possible to use it perhaps, but let's use it on the COMIX. Okay, let's give it a try. Start recording. Okay, power on. I don't have the speaker connected, so cool. Alright, basic version 1. So I want to just change the ROM bank. Power back on. Version 1.3, cool. Okay, that is unexpected. Reset. Okay. Huh. Why is it doing that? Okay, power off. Switch to the original ROM. Okay, what is the problem? I'm not sure what that setting there is. Interesting, so whatever key you press, okay, switch to the newer ROM. Okay, let's turn that off. The only other settings are NTSC and PAL, and the normal and turbo. So that was on normal mode. I was not happy with that. Okay. Still happening. What could be? What could be? Keyboard buffer. Okay. Looks like I'm going to have to do some investigation. That's disappointing, isn't it? So reset. So if I go back to the normal speed, reset. Okay. Oh, the only other option here is to switch to NTSC and PAL. I don't think that's going to make any difference. Well, now that's interesting. So it's working okay on NTSC setting. Okay. Huh. Although it's getting a bit confused with the output. Okay. Okay, let me just stop recording. And maybe start recording again, see if that makes any difference. Okay, let's try again. So we've got NTSC. Okay. There's like several NTSC settings. There's an NTSC setting there, there's another there, and there's another there. So okay, now we've got 3 NTSC settings. Let's try that again. Let's start recording. Okay. All right. That's might be. That's looking better. Okay. Okay. Right. Sorted. So it's running stable now. What about on the newer ROM? Because I need to load a newer ROM than this. Power on. Okay, yeah, all right. Good. Okay. All right, well, let me just try switching back to PAL. So PAL, PAL, PAL. Turn it on. Okay, PAL. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe. What version of the... I'm not sure. Maybe there's an NTSC version of the firmware and maybe I've got the wrong version of the firmware. All right. I think I might stick to NTSC actually. All right, so turn that off. All right. Sorted. Okay, so we're going to switch to NTSC. So all those 3 are set to NTSC. I'm going to have to replace that ROM. And I want to drill 2 holes in there as well. Okay, let's do that. Let's stop recording and be back. Right, so I've got my USB to USB to serial TTL, if you know what I mean. So that is actually, we've got ground, blah 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 blah. So it's actually upside down. So I should be able to connect it like this. So I'm doing this on my Mac. So they tested this on Windows using something called TerraTerm. So I've got an application called Serial. So I'll be trying that out. Well, I'm assuming I can just push it in. I've got my little screws in now. Okay. So I need to change the ROM still. Where's Serial? Okay, open that. Logging, that doesn't matter. Main thing is terminal. Send break. I don't care about it saving logs. Alright, alright, I need to go do this anyway. Okay, start recording. There we go. So, yeah, I think it's still a bit flaky. So I'm running on NTSC. like the game's maybe designed for PAL, I'm not sure. Or it could be my capture device, because I am going composite to HDMI to USB. So let's see. Okay, let's try good old Happy Hap, which is a pretty good Pac-Man clone. So let's send file. How did I do it? File. Oh no, there we go. File, send file. Let's look for Happy Hap. There we go. PLOAD. Send file. Send. Okay, 16K. Sending pretty fast. Okay, and run. That should be able to do. Oh, is it list? See how much? There we go. Ah, break. Yep. Okay, there's probably machine code in there, well, obviously. Do a list again. Okay, don't tell me I've ruined it all. No. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I should get my wife down here to read this. She can read EEPROM. Type CR, Vor start. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm there. Oh, dead end. Ah! Oh, geez, okay. Screen. Oh, that was it. Okay. All right. Oh, okay, so maybe randomly generated screens, perhaps. There. Okay, there's a power pellet. Green with envy. Gotcha. Oh, there's a lot of pellets down here I've got to get through. Okay. There's a pellet there. I love playing these games, and of course I'll turn out to be absolutely rubbish at them. It probably helped if I read the instructions. Oh, that's open. Oh, does that mean I can get a bonus point? Oh, jeez. Ah! Yeah, I need... so again, I don't know, because I've got composite to HDMI to USB, which is then being captured on my computer. And I'm running maybe a PAL game with NTSC. I don't know if that's causing the problem. Because when I was doing this probably originally, oh gee, there's a lot of pellets in there. Oh, okay, so that's a door. And I need to eat a power pellet. Door will open perhaps, or I've got to eat one of them. Pass up. Don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Ah! And I keep going. Yeah. All right. So I've got some. So the high-speed transfer works, which is excellent, nice and simple. But I just need to figure out why my screen is a bit unstable. I don't know what the issue with booting it with the new ROM was. Oh, yeah, that's closed again. Okay, that's adds a different dynamic to it. All right. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, that's enough. All right. Okay, it works. If you want to see the machine again, more games on it, I'll try and figure out the... Let me stop this. Stop this capture. I'll try and figure out the issues with the capture maybe. And we can do some games. Try that Boulder Dash again. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.